Ella watched from her hostel window as three girls stepped out of different fancy cars. A well-dressed man opened the car door for each of them, hugging them and planting kisses on their foreheads. The girls, Melissa, Sandra, and Janet, walked confidently toward the school fence, climbed over, and sneaked back inside the hostel. The next day was Saturday, and all the girls were expected to visit the school salon to get their hair done. It was a big salon with many hairstylists, but before any student could enter, Melissa, Sandra, and Janet always went first. They paid extra money to make sure the stylist focused only on them. The other students had to wait until they were finished. Ella, however, couldn't afford the school salon. She was from a poor background and was only attending St. Clair's Girls' Academy because of a scholarship she had won. She and her best friend Tina were the only two girls who had been given Madame Beatrice's prestigious scholarship, which allowed them to study at the elite school. Because their pocket money was barely enough, they made simple hairstyles for each other instead. As they finished braiding their hair and left the hostel lobby, they heard laughter. Melissa, Sandra, and Janet sat at their well-decorated corner, eating popcorn and sipping smoothies. "Look at them," Melissa sneered. "Ugly monkeys. They don't understand that beauty costs money." Other students laughed along with them. Ella and Tina walked past them quickly, but Tina tripped, accidentally spilling the girl's smoothie. "I'm sorry," she said, trembling. Melissa smirked. "Have you ever seen a smoothie in your life? You have to pay for that. It's 10,000 naira. Ella's mouth dropped open. I can't afford that," she stuttered. "Then be careful where you walk," Melissa said, waving her off. The next day in class, Melissa approached Ella with a smile. "You study too much," she said. "Of course," Ella replied. "Well, we have a party next weekend. If you come with us, we'll accept you as one of us. Most girls dream of this chance." Ella hesitated. "Party? Where?" Melissa chuckled. "You must be the only girl at St. Clair's who doesn't know that the three queens go out every Saturday, whether the school allows it or not. Our parents are powerful. Even the security guards work for us." Ella had always admired the three girls. They were beautiful, rich, and confident. "Okay," she said softly. That night, a girl knocked on Ella's door, bringing her a tray of grilled catfish and a smoothie. "From Melissa," the girl said. Ella ate the meal happily, licking her fingers. "So this is what rich girls enjoy," she whispered to herself. Melissa's father was a politician, while Sandra and Janet's fathers were honorable members of parliament. That Saturday night was Ella's first time sneaking out. As she got ready, Tina pulled her aside. "You're using the school salon now?" Tina asked. "Yes," Ella replied firmly. "I thought we agreed to make each other's hair." "That was before." "Things have changed," Ella said with a smirk. "Be careful, Ella. These girls could get you in trouble." "Trouble?" Ella scoffed. "Melissa, Sandra, and Janet have never been caught. They run this school. If I join them, I'll be untouchable too." Tina sighed, realizing she had lost her friend. That night, Ella climbed the school fence with the three girls. A luxurious black car pulled up, and a handsome young man stepped out, hugging Janet. "My baby, I missed you," he said, kissing her forehead before opening the door for her. Melissa, Sandra, and Ella sat in the back seat as the car drove off to a huge mansion with a swimming pool, colorful lights, and a DJ playing soft music. Ella was speechless. She had never seen so much luxury in her life. As the girls greeted their boyfriends and started kissing them, she stood awkwardly in the living room. "Come on, girl." Melissa laughed. "Life is not all about books. Enjoy yourself." Ella hesitated, remembering her mother's warning, avoid men and focus on your studies. But then she thought, these girls have been doing this for years, and none of them have gotten pregnant. Maybe my mother is just being too strict. A tall, charming man approached her. Hey, beautiful, he said smoothly. Can I keep you company? Ella's heart skipped a beat. I'm fine, sir. Thank you. My name is Ken, he said with a warm smile. And yours? Ella, she answered shyly. Ken smiled. You're gorgeous. I like you. Soon, Melissa and the other girls arrived, holding glasses of whiskey. Ella, why aren't you drinking? Sandra teased. I don't drink, Ella murmured. Come on, you need to be a big girl now, Janet said. By the time they returned to school, Ken had gifted Ella a brand new iPhone. Call me whenever you need anything, my angel, he whispered. Ella had never owned an expensive phone before. She felt like she had finally made it. From that day on, Ella became one of the happening girls. She started calling Ken every day, and he showered her with sweet words and compliments. She now wore designer clothes, expensive perfume, and slept in luxurious hotels on Saturdays. One night, Ken invited Ella to his room. As he moved closer, she stopped him. I can't do this. My mother warned me, she said. Ken's smile faded. Then why are you here? Give me back the iPhone, he snapped. Shocked, Ella handed him the phone. That night, her friends scolded her. You just ruined a big opportunity. Melissa hissed. Do you think we don't have mothers? Eventually, Ella gave in to the pressure. Ken promised to marry her after high school, so she slept with him every Saturday. Whenever she got pregnant, she took pills to remove it. As time passed, Ella became weak, distracted, and failed her exams. She wasn't the top student anymore. One weekend, she realized her period was late. She took an abortion pill as usual, but this time, it didn't work. No matter how many pills she swallowed, the pregnancy stayed. She told her friends, but they abandoned her. Why is it always you? Melissa snapped. Sort yourself out. Desperate, Ella went to Ken's house, but a well-dressed woman opened the door. Who are you? The woman asked. I'm Ken's girlfriend, Ella stammered. The woman laughed loudly. Girlfriend? Ken is my driver, and his family is in the village. He's only a driver, not a rich man. Ella's world shattered. Ashamed and alone, she decided to get rid of the pregnancy. Melissa took her to a quack doctor, who used dangerous instruments to perform the abortion. That night, Ella collapsed outside the hostel, bleeding badly. Students screamed as the school authorities rushed her to the hospital. The doctors tried to save her, but it was too late. Ella died on the operating table. Her mother wept over her body. Young girls should focus on their education, avoid bad friends, and listen to their parents' advice. If you make a mistake, go back to your family before it's too late.